Hey, thanks for listening to Sorry, Please Continue. We are back after a short hiatus, because sometimes I need to take a break from doing this every week or every other week, and because we wanted to stock up a couple episodes. The next one is going to be the one from Flyover Comedy Festival. That one was amazing, but I have a little bit of extra editing to do for that one, for various reasons. But this one is about stories that took place in 2017. We recorded this live at the Heavy Anchor in St. Louis, Missouri, December 2017. Our guest on the couch is the amazing and hilarious Tina Dybal. Tina, she's really funny. I literally thought that we had her on the show before, just because she's one of those people that you're like, oh, she's hilarious. Of course we asked her. And then I was like, nope, we do one a month. Sometimes people slip through the cracks. So I was really, really, really glad that we were able to get her on. She does improv at the Improv Shop. She's one of our favorite stand-ups in town. And she does great on the show. Telling stories, we've got Meredith Hopping, Elizabeth Byrd, Stephen Martin, and Una McGarry. And oh man, these stories are so different from each other, and they're all so great, and I'm so excited that you're listening to this. We've got some a lot to look forward to this year. We're starting to work on another tour, booking some other dates, some video ideas being batted around. I think the Cleveland version is going to be coming back. Chris has some ideas for some ways he's going to shake up the show. It's going to be great. So stay tuned for that. Also, I think my other podcast, Comedy vs. Everything, I'm going to start doing that again. So we got a lot going on. We're glad that you're still listening. I'm excited for you to hear this episode because I had a really fun time recording it. So thanks for listening, and here is the theme song. Sorry, please continue.
Hey everybody, welcome to Sorry, Please Continue. That was a good woo. You could do a woo that's better than that woo. Let's hear it. I didn't think that was gonna work, but it did. Hey! Thanks for coming to the show. Who here has never been to the show before? They raised their hands.
Why the fuck not?
They raised their hands because they don't know it's a podcast. Great.
What?
Okay. So this is a podcast. If you enjoy a joke, you should laugh out loud and not just like type LOL or something. I don't know. Basically, we're going to sit here on this couch while people come up and tell stories about a theme. And as they're telling their story, we're going to interrupt with jokes and questions. Hopefully make
concerns.
Things... Hopefully,
yeah.
Usually concerns. Often it is, oh my God, wait, really? Like that'll happen. But tonight's theme is 2017.
Yeah, fuck 2017, the worst. Am I right?
I'm over it.
Yeah, we're not really over it though.
So either stories that are about 2017 in an abstract way or took place in the past year. I don't know what that means.
Or 2017 as a person you know. So.
Yeah. If you've met someone whose name is 4 numbers and they're like a real creep, you could tell a story about that guy. Even if the numbers are not 2, 0, 1, and 7. If you've met someone whose name is just like 1, 1, 4, 3, you could talk about that guy. We're already sidetracked. Hey. Over here on the couch. Let's give it up for my co-host every month. Let's give it up for Kenny Kynes.
It's about you're the real heroes. You're the real heroes. More me, but you too. Hey.
Also joining us on the couch is our very special guest. She's a very funny comedian. She's a very funny improviser. Let's give it up for Tina Dybal.
Yay!
Woo. And hey, I'm Jeremy Helwig. So do either of you guys have any stories in this past year? It's fine if you don't.
Nothing specific, but
Nothing specifically.
Nothing specific. I had a stroke, 3 of them. Can't believe I got through that. No, I believe since January 16th, like most of America, I've lived under constant anxiety for no reason.
You didn't know that Trump had been elected until Inauguration Day?
Yeah, the days leading up.
No
It
particular.
all clicked.
You turned on the news and were like, what's the main events happening today in D.C.? And who's getting inaugurated?
I don't watch a lot of television, and I make sure that I let people know that I don't watch a lot of television. That's what you need to know about me, that I don't watch a lot of television. And I'm better. So, no, but the show, we actually went on tour this year, which I actually enjoyed. It was a lot of fun. We took the show to Columbus, Ohio. Please, come on now.
We went to Indianapolis, but Kenny didn't come to that one.
No, I didn't go to that one. I'm banned from that town.
Louisville, Kentucky.
Some guy walked up to you and was like, "You'll never work in this town again." That was it.
That was it.
And Kenny was just filling up his gas tank on the way back from not there.
No, but that's about it. I wish it was more exciting, but look at this hat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in it for the excitement.
No.
I'm in it for the pussy. What? Oh! My dad told me to say that.
Tina, you got any stories about this year? It's fine if you don't. I don't.
I have one that's like gonna happen soon.
Okay,
That's
that works.
not like a pregnancy warning. I'm going to Russia.
Oh my God! Whoa!
Which is, I feel
wait
like
a
I
minute.
picked the worst time in the world to
Wait,
go to
wait.
Russia.
Are you refecting? Is that a word? Did I just make that up?
Restructing?
It's so dumb. Refecting. It's like defecting, but you're leaving here and going to...
She's from Russia originally.
I know.
That's important to the audience to understand. Kenny's not quite a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
He
so-
just said this is the worst time to go to Russia. Is it really worse than serfdom or the Cold War?
That is true.
Or the siege of St. Petersburg?
Yeah.
He's got
it's
you
all
there.
Bad.
So it's a relatively not as bad as it normally is time in Russia, I guess.
I don't know. They just got banned from the Olympics, so I feel like everybody's just gonna be way more darker than they usually are. Like, Yulia can't figure skate next year. What are we gonna do? You know, like I feel like everyone's gonna be miserable. Who's gonna figure skate for them?
You said way more darker, and I only thought of the Black Olympics, and I don't know why. Man.
I guess that's like if Americans got banned from the hot dog eating contest. We'd be real pissed.
Yeah. No, I feel like it'd be like if like the women's soccer team didn't get to play. Like people would be sad.
Would they
that
really?
would be sad.
Would they?
I don't know. Maybe not. Amsterdam Tavern would be closed.
Oh,
Our men's soccer team doesn't get to play, but that's their own damn fault.
yeah.
Well, no, if I told this way later, it wouldn't be relevant anymore. So,
I don't know enough about this, so I'm gonna bow out.
so hey guys, you ready for your first actual storyteller of the night?
Yeah.
Telling a story called Saint Valentine and Trying Stand-Up. Let's give it up for Meredith Hopping.
Hello. You gotta respond louder. Remember, it's a podcast, right? Come on.
Don't tell our fucking audience what to do, all right? They got in here for free.
I feel.
That's
so,
part of the
I feel
podcast.
so safe, Kenny. I feel so safe.
So what's up, St. Valentine's Day and stand-up? Did people
Yeah,
like shoot
so-
arrows at you your first time doing stand-up?
No,
Oh.
it's not a literal title.
Not,
It
okay.
literally is the title of the story, though.
That's the one you gave us, though.
There's not an alternate title.
Game, set, match, right?
It's a many-layered title. So 2017, on top of being a dumpster fire, was also my Jesus year.
Whoa, wait a minute. You were crucified this year.
No.
Oh, you look fantastic, right? Let's see those stigmatas. Let's go. Come on, get them up.
Just a palm branch, that's all.
I don't know what that is, but go ahead.
Okay. It's another Jesus thing, but it's not relevant to 2017. So, because I turned 33 on December 27th of 2016, and it's largely agreed upon that Jesus was 33 when he bit the big one.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't remember showing up at that meeting. Like, hey, listen, this year, Jesus was 33. He also had great abs. You know what I mean? Let's focus on that. Keto.
But anyway, so I started feeling pressure about what am I going to accomplish in my Jesus year.
He didn't do anything. Jesus just walked around and talked to people. You can still do that.
Which I did.
Right?
Yeah.
Just go up in a church. Listen, go up.
Capital punishment these days takes a lot longer. You'd have to commit a crime a few years ago if you wanted to do what Jesus did in your 33rd year.
If you want to top Jesus, just walk into a church and knock shit over. Say, get the fuck out of here, and then run. That's all he did, right? I didn't read the Bible, but I assumed.
That's pretty
right?
close.
He beat a dude with the belt. When he did that, he beat another dude with the belt. How come they never mentioned that? That's what you could do.
Who's they?
Abusers.
Abusers. So back to my story.
I bet you after this story, you'll be beating people with belts. I guarantee that.
So I did have a baby this year.
That's more than Jesus ever did, apparently.
I know. Oh.
If I can't be Jesus, I'll be Mary, right?
Hey-o.
You're
a little too old to be Mary, but we'll go ahead. She was 16. 0-4. That's a fact.
She was 12. She was 12, guys.
Somebody else didn't read the Bible.
No, I don't know.
But anyway, so I was supposed to have a C-section on February 15th because this is
a cesarean section.
Oh, looky.
Because what is due to Caesar, you pay unto Caesar, right?
Right. It's full circle or full fish.
I try to be as
goes.
biblical as possible.
It's not a circle. They cut a slit by your shit.
It's a teeny little
It's not that fucking bad.
I've seen the fetish videos.
It's as big as a baby can fit through.
Yeah, it's littler than you think. But so my husband and I, our children are born without soft spots. And so there's literally no give for them to get out because their skulls are fused already.
Wait, time out. Wait.
Is your kid, what? Are they robots? What's happening?
You gave birth to battering rams?
Yeah.
Let me out!
Yeah.
My head won't
It's
move.
true, though. The first one, I was in labor for 21 hours with no medication, and then 2 hours of pushing, and then a C-section where they nicked my uterine artery.
Is that good? I don't.
That's
None of those things sound bad
That's
to
real
me.
not good.
I don't have context.
Real not good. But
so
yeah,
wait a minute.
then,
Can we go back to? You said your kids they were born without soft spots.
Yeah.
All three?
All three.
Damn.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Genetic recombination.
So is it
That's
are they
crazy.
stronger?
I love how she gave a real answer.
By the way, this podcast.
I didn't expect science all of a sudden.
This podcast is sponsored by Jurassic World 3. Jurassic World 3 and Pepsi.
Yeah.
Enjoy
But
the both
I was
together.
supposed to have a C-section on the 15th, and so I had my hair appointment scheduled for the 14th, nail appointment scheduled for the 14th.
So you just want to pump as many chemicals into your body as you can.
Exactly.
It's like when a woman thinks she's going to get proposed to, and she's like, my nails got to be right. I'm
Right.
holding a baby in pictures. My nails got to look good.
Funny you should talk about a picture. That's where we're headed. But so the baby, I started going into labor at like 3 a.m. on the 14th.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
That's before your appointment.
it is.
That's before the appointment.
I had to think about it for a second because math.
I know, but it was like.
But then no one believed me at the hospital because we went in at like 4 a.m. and they said, oh, you're the 7th one this hour.
Well, it's a hospital.
But it's also Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
and women do crazy crap to have their baby on
babies?
Women are always walking in
To
here in
have
labor
their
every
baby on
Valentine's Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Like they sit in a hot tub and like.
Yes, they were like, no,
that's my
you just
idea.
you're scheduled for tomorrow. You just want your baby born
So
on
wait,
Valentine's
people
Day.
go in there to get free hot tubs on Valentine's Day? You can do that?
Yeah.
Oh man, okay, next Valentine's Day. I know
What?
what
All
I'm
you got to
doing.
do is get a girl pregnant. And
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
you just can't walk in there. Oh.
No.
What benefit do people think a child would have by being born on Valentine's Day? It's
They
like,
just
oh,
want it to
you
be
could potentially be doubly sad occasionally.
Right. I don't like it. I'm born 2 days after Christmas, so I wanted to stay as far away.
I'm a Christmas baby.
Are you a Christmas baby?
Isn't it the fucking worst?
It
Everyone
is.
forgets about you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Or doubles up on your gift.
Yeah.
It's for both. But
All right,
so,
well, that happened. Go ahead.
So I have my C-section. I have Augustin, and he's amazing. He actually came out fist first. And they had to
Black
shove,
power. That's what I'm
they
talking
had to
about.
Shove it, they had to shove
Hell
him
yeah.
back in.
Shut
and
it
pull
down.
him back
Shut
out.
it all down.
He knew the world he was coming into.
It's
Fuck
just
this
like
West
the
County
Olympics.
Mall.
Yeah, exactly.
Did he come out on one knee too? That'd be dope.
And so my husband has the nurse take a picture of him holding the baby and then sends it to everyone because it's a really cute picture.
What,
of
the
the
baby or the picture? I'm really
the
slow.
picture.
Oh,
the
okay.
picture.
That'd be
In the
dangerous.
delivery
Picture.
room,
Yeah,
right?
in the
Okay.
delivery room. And then about an hour later, he gets a call from my mom. And she says, "Hey, buddy, Brian, my older brother, just called. And he said you might want to take a look at the picture. You just sent out a baby Gus in the top left-hand corner. Okay. Okay, buddy. Bye-bye."
A baby what in the top left corner?
Her pussy.
Yep.
Oh.
Damn.
Were you going like this?
I was not.
Because then that's a problem.
I was completely knocked out
Yeah.
still.
You're
from
like,
the
"Ugh, my
epidural."
pussy's just all over
You
the
can be
place."
knocked out and still point on accident.
But it's just like
Spring
it's from,
break
like,
forever, right?
It's from like right under my chest down with my arm out, so it just looks like someone's holding up the baby, like we lost the mother,
On the
but
fir-
the
on the-
baby is healthy.
On one hand, that is the nurse's fault, but on the other hand, he also is the editor that's supposed to look at it and say, "Wait,
He
hold
was
on,
so
no."
excited about the baby that he didn't know.
He didn't look for a pussy.
He went, "Nothing I ain't never seen before."
So he sent it
Hashtag
to
wrecked.
all our relatives. No.
A battering ram baby just came through there via
No!
C-section.
Do you not know what a C-section?
I know, it said via C-section.
Oh yeah, okay. So your pussy was just out for fun. You're like, "Listen, I know I'm getting it cut up here, but I still want my pussy out.
Some action.
Just make everybody think it came out of my pussy."
I wear
Is
turtlenecks
that just
a
in
lot.
case
I'm
the
not an
baby doesn't want to go
exhibitionist.
out via C-section and just goes the other way?
Listen, it's just a little proof of concept. That's all I want. Get it in there. Get it in there. Woo!
So he sends it to a lot of our relatives and his employees.
Yes! It's
I
like,
thought you were going
what?
to say employers, but you said employees, and that
Yeah.
makes me very
he's
happy.
He's the head pastor of a church. So,
Your husband?
yeah.
But all of them have like 12 kids apiece. They know what it looks like. Come on, man.
Including altar boys.
No, altar boy.
God.
No. And some
Fuck,
little
Jeremy.
ladies for
I wouldn't
church.
think
Anyway.
so, but who knows who's on an email list these days?
That's the
but-
oldest thing I've ever heard in my entire
But
life.
his
I
twin
get
brother.
I get shit from our parent company at work all the time, and I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah. Vagina pictures?
All right, so listen.
Go on.
But he has a twin brother who I've always been very careful about covering up in front of when I breastfeed because he's like uptight. And
Wait a minute.
He's weirded out by a mother's love.
Yeah.
But does he do that when you breastfeed? Does he just go, again with the milk?
Everything just.
No.
No,
Like,
so
I'm breastfeeding.
So the first time he came to meet baby Gus, I met him outside and I was like, you know what, buddy? I've always been really good about covering up in front of you, but now you've seen my vagina.
There it is.
So
So
there's
now
no,
you
there's
owe me
no
$20.
reason. There's no reason to do that.
To do what? Wait, to do what?
To cover up.
Oh, so now you just walk around nude whenever you want to.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
thank-
Yeah, because
Thanksgiving.
that's how people breastfeed.
Weddings.
They're just naked. Oh, I'm in an IHOP. Let me just take off all my clothes and.
You're like, everyone at
Just-
family Christmas has seen my vagina. I'm just not wearing pants.
Come for the pancake, stay for
That
the
is
pussy.
so. Every time she breastfeeds, she just completely.
I wear a lot of
disrobes.
jumpsuits.
Every time
so
she
I do. I
breastfeeds,
have
she
to
just
get
takes her
completely
pants off.
naked.
That's like
It
somebody that
helps
pulls their pants all the way down to pee. You know.
I
It's a
also like the
nurturing
implication
thing.
that you've always made sure to not show them your vagina when you breastfeed.
Hey, eyes down here, please.
No, so that happened. That was a pretty big thing, right? In 2017.
I mean, I guess it was all over the news. You know?
Yeah.
It was all over Reddit and Polygon.
Yeah.
The two sites I go to.
What is Polygon?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's a video game website.
All right. Where Kenny
It's not
just
an
talks
insult.
about
That's
Destiny
just-
That's where
and
Kenny gets
Joseph.
all his
I'm
pussy,
sorry, it was all
right?
over BET.com. How about that? World Star Hip Hop, you're good. Okay player. The Griot, sorry.
Yeah. But so after the baby, I was dealing with postpartum depression, as many women do.
We're
This was somehow the worst moment to laugh in this story.
I just imagine some old white dude going, not a thing.
They do.
I don't know
They
why,
do
but
do that.
go ahead.
I
was laughing with you.
So on my list of when I turned 30, I had a list of 30 things I wanted to try in my 30th year. I did not accomplish all of them, but one of them was trying stand-up. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. Mm-hmm. And I did it.
You regret it every day, right? I do.
I love it.
She hasn't been around long enough to be
Kenny, not
sad.
everybody like feels the sad about it all the time. Kenny, like a new guy shows up, he's like, "Don't fucking
Don't
do
do it.
it,
Go.
man.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get out."
But one of the
I take a photo with a flash in front of their face. Just to make sure they're alive.
With one of those bulbs from the 20s that explodes.
No blood goes down the nose. Get out. Get out. That's from the movie Get Out. I don't know if you've all seen it.
Guys, we are not sponsored by them, but
We
I
are.
wish we were.
We are sponsored by the movie Get Out.
It is a good movie.
Yeah.
My vagina's not in it.
Can
but it's
I
a good
can I
movie.
ask?
Or is it?
Can I ask
Easter
a
eggs.
Yes,
question?
ask a question.
So what were some other things? You said you didn't finish everything that was on your list.
Yeah,
So did you
yeah.
write 30 things that you wanted to do before you were 30? Kind of
Yeah.
be fun and catchy. That's fun.
Yeah.
But so what were some other things that you didn't do? I'm curious.
Didn't
Assassinate the
do or
president of
did
Uruguay.
do?
Things that you didn't get done.
Things that I didn't do.
Things you did do, I would
didn't
assume
read,
would be most of the list. So didn't do.
Didn't do. I did not read 30 books that year.
No,
for
why would
fun.
you want to do that?
Oh, sorry. Okay, well, I
Yeah.
thought this was a list that you wrote maybe like when you were 6 and you're
No,
like, 30
this
things?
was when I turned 30.
Oh,
so
you
like
were
one
like
of the
this
things
year.
was going blonde.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did it.
Yeah.
What else?
Come on, give us some. Shoot the Pope. Let's go.
Eat at 30 different restaurants.
Did you do that? Or you just went to Applebee's 30 times?
They got
I
30
did it.
locations.
That one's surprisingly easy to accomplish.
All right, what on that list is like, man, that's fucked up. You know what I mean? Like throw an octopus in the president's face or something. Come on.
I don't think.
What?
You
Nothing?
didn't have anything like,
No.
they were all like nice things?
Yeah.
None were like hit a guy with a car or something.
I had already done that, so
What? That's, I guess, for a future show.
that's for a. That's my hook.
Did you
to
run
get me
out and
back
say,
on
I'm
again.
so sorry? I
No,
think that's
I was
the
on
first
the way
thing
to
I would
school.
do.
It was high school. He was on a bike. It was a four-way.
He was asking for
You
it.
was asking
insensitive
for it.
cunt.
He like climbed. He climbed up on the windshield, slapped it, yelled at me, and then climbed off.
Wow.
We'll have you on our next show, manslaughter. So
But I've been hit by a car too, so it's fine.
So,
that's,
yeah.
that's not how that works. It's not tit for tat.
It evens out.
Well, I got hit by a car, so I can hit whoever. Why not?
Yeah.
Is
Do I
that,
need to wrap it up?
I mean, if you
well,
have.
do
more-
you have wrapping it up, or is this?
Well, we kind of interrupted her. The
I know. What
stand-up
was some
thing.
other thing?
Sometimes
That
I don't
is
know
the
if there's
point
an
of
end
this.
or if I should just end it.
I don't know.
I mean, we all saw your vagina.
Hey,
so-
Meredith Hopping, everybody!
Ah, thanks, Meredith.
That was amazing.
All right.
So you guys ready for your next?
Shade.
Do I gotta do it too?
No, that's all right.
Sade. Hey, you guys ready for your next storyteller of the night? Telling a story called When in Legoland, Do As the Legos Do.
What the fuck?
Give it up for Elizabeth Byrd.
Man, I should have done drugs before this story.
Hi. Hi, guys.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, good news. I'm also a mom.
Hey, here we go.
I was
Let's
just thinking,
go.
how crazy would it be if all 4 of these stories have C-sections in them?
Oh, man. Okay, so I don't think the story has a C-section, but it
Well,
does.
you don't think it is? Wait,
I don't
what?
think so, because
She might be telling it and then remember things she forgot.
it does start on Valentine's Day of 2017 with a birth. What?
Oh.
Isn't that nuts?
So you received a text from Meredith's dad.
Check
Nope,
out this.
husband. I don't know why I said dad.
Honey, start the car.
My best friend was due to have twins on St. Patrick's Day, which was also the birthday of her son, who is turning 4 this year. But she had the twins on Valentine's Day, so she has all holiday babies. And Valentine's Day is when they came. And she lived in LA, and I wanted to see the babies. So I wanted to fly to LA and see them, but I have 2 kids and a husband, so we decided to all go and see the babies.
Don't ever do that. Yuck.
Yuck. Traveling with kids is really crazy. It's a crazy endeavor, but I was like, well, there's babies. It's going to be super chill. We're just going to stay at their house.
Whoa, I'm flying with babies. It'll be super chill. Nobody's ever said that.
My kids
Literally.
My kids aren't babies. They're actually almost 3 and almost 5 at the time. So
This is
it's gonna-
NyQuil and Dramamine.
It's actually called video games and Moana, but yeah.
Same thing. I don't know
Yeah.
what the kids call it now, but you know.
But so then I was talking to my friend Robin, who had the babies on the phone, and I was like, oh, we're looking forward to our trip. And she's like, okay, so I was looking at prices to go to Legoland, and we could all go to Legoland for like pretty cheap and stay at the resort in Legoland in a suite.
There's a Legoland resort.
There are 2. This
How long
one,
did it take them to build that? Could you imagine stepping on that in the middle of the night? That's the best I'll ever do. So if you want to leave now, I completely agree.
So Legoland, California. So we are going to stay in this suite with 4 adults, a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, and 2 2-month-olds. So it's a very good plan.
You guys are too much outnumbered.
By people who shit in their pants, nobody says anything.
Yeah, it's
Like a lot of them are too young to do anything, but there's enough of them to overpower you.
It was, I don't know why we did it. Like, it was real dumb to think
And
that
they're
was
also
so
too
fun.
excited about fucking Legoland. They have double powers.
Yeah, basically.
What was the deal? Like 30 grand or something? How much did it cost?
It was like $450 per family.
Oh,
Per
okay.
family, that is a good deal.
Yeah,
It's a very
right?
good
It
deal.
was for
yeah.
2 nights in a lovely, lovely family resort. Legoland is wild. Like, it is wild.
They got the pieces with the hinges and like everything.
Yeah, they have, first of all, it's like a Disney World type setup, but there's not as much branding as Disney, so it's just like 5.
They don't have to. Everything is literally Lego.
Everything is literally, like you walk in and it's...
Literally every piece has the word Lego on it at least
So wait
twice.
a minute. Whoa, when you go check into the hotel, they just bring like a big old bag of bricks and let's
There-
lay it down and there's your room.
Sign there.
There's like a giant Lego castle in the lobby that the kids can play in, and they all make guns out of Legos immediately. Immediately.
Oh
Because
my
it's America's right. That's why.
It was so sweet. There was like kids from different cultures speaking different languages, all pretending to shoot each other with Lego guns. It was like
Oh.
a really
What a blessing. Oh my God.
You know,
Did they hand you like the shit to sign your name on a Lego clipboard? Did
Oh,
they
I
make it out of that?
wish they should have. They should have made everything out of Legos. I honestly feel like they need to redo it, you know.
What about toilets?
Those are made of Lego, right?
Toilets weren't made of Legos, but the suite, so they have 3 floors of guest rooms, and the first floor is all like it's adventure themed, which is just like generic Indiana Jones. The one
that's
adventure.
copyright infringement is what that is.
Well, it's not. It's an adventure.
No, they're friends.
And then the second floor
Missouri
is
Tom. And the Temple of Dorms. Wait a minute.
the second floor.
Harrison Fraud.
Did each of the parents get
Harrison
handed one of
Solo.
those little orange like Lego remover tools and be like, "This will help you to not kill yourself"?
There was one in the box. We did receive like a package of Legos, there was a scavenger hunt. Once we got to our room, which was in the pirate floor,
Do they know what pirates were? I don't think they do.
I don't think so. No, it was.
Why are all these people chained up in the hallway?
Yeah.
Tom Hanks shakes your hand when you get onto the floor.
They know what kids think pirates are, which is smiley kind of.
Yeah, it was real and authentic as an experience. But there was like a Lego parrot like perched in the corner. It was like all out. Like there was white and red Jolly Roger flags around, and a monkey made out of Legos, and like a big bug like would be on a pirate ship.
I don't think so.
You know how pirates are known for having giant bugs on board?
That's our friend Lyme disease.
Unless that bug was syphilis, I don't think that's the bug they thought it was.
But there was a scavenger hunt. It was like, oh, count how many Lego soldiers are outside the buffet.
It's like, no, I didn't come here to work. What the fuck is this?
Kids love being tricked into working. That's a thing about kids.
That is the key to getting a kid to stop running in circles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A task that they don't realize is a task.
But then the scavenger hunt led them to a combination on a safe that was in the room, and then the safe had like some Legos in it.
Oh, but that's lame.
It had what?
It had Legos. It had some
Legos
Legos.
in it.
Oh, when they unlocked it?
Yeah.
It was just a bunch of Legos.
Not that many, yeah, some.
So wait a minute.
It was 12 Legos.
The parents the whole time are like, please, this safe be a fridge that has alcohol in it.
Yeah.
And then it's some more Legos, and you're like, well, my kids are not impressed by additional Legos.
Yeah. They were super impressed. They're,
Were they?
Well, yeah, because they had to unlock something, and they were like,
yeah.
damn. Like, they had to put a lock combo in. Like, that's
Yeah,
hardcore.
yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
So then the first night we went down to the buffet for dinner, which had like normal buffet, like nice buffet stuff, and then they had an island that was short for children that had like mac and cheese and pepperoni pizza. And
all made of Legos, right?
Yep.
What
Lego-
did the
Lego
vegan
lobster?
kids eat?
Well, they are not allowed to come to Legoland.
They got to chew on Lego pieces.
Yep. They are vegan, so it works out. But
What did I miss?
No, I just feel like those foods were really stereotypical for children. It's like there's the mac and cheese over there and pepperoni pizza. I don't know.
Well,
Maybe
if you ain't got no job, you gotta eat what everybody
you
else
got a
eats.
fucking job if you're going to Legoland.
Exactly. Lego leg mac and cheese. That's what
they
I'm
did
talking
have a
about.
job. Their job was counting numbers of soldiers to go in the
They were going like this.
scavenger hunt.
They were counting
What
soldiers.
fucking
Kind
Damn.
fuck is going on in
Like a fucking-
Legoland? Or
I
should I
was
say Deutschland?
I was indicating the height of the soldiers.
The soldier.
I got it. Oh, confusion. It was a misunderstanding.
Yeah,
I got it. Oh man.
They're like
Should
that.
take that blog post down now,
Yeah.
I guess.
And then so between the elevator, when you get on the elevator at the Legoland Family Resort, disco balls starts like rotating, and the lights go off, and it starts playing like Stayin' Alive, and it's like a party in the elevator.
Every
Who
time?
in the
Every
audience-
time.
Who in the audience associates disco with Lego? Anybody?
I'm saying the brand.
I mean, I
name-
associate Lego with cocaine. Maybe that's where they got it from.
I think
Yeah.
they just wanted you to think that like you were gonna die in that elevator,
That's probably what the intention was.
so that you'd be happy when you survived.
So yeah, it's like it's a high stakes elevator ride every time. So when we were going out of the elevator to go to the restaurant, and we passed this room where there was like music blasting, and we're like, what is going on? I guess there's a party. And we look at the door. It's just like a conference room in the hotel, and there's a dance party. Like it's like Friday nights, kids dance party, 4 p.m. to question mark.
Oh.
Put me in a
Like-
question mark. 4:30.
4 p.m. to 7 a.m. It's just kids grinding on each other.
And we peek in, and it is fully a nightclub in this hotel conference
Is everybody
room.
dancing like this?
Like a Lego.
the legs just only.
But there's like the lights are off, and there's like laser lights, and all kinds of glow
It's
shit.
like bring your kids in and momentarily lose them immediately.
And yeah, kids are just partying. So we're like, okay, we'll hit this on the way back from dinner, and then they'll be tired and they'll go to sleep.
Fucked up on applesauce. I get it.
Yeah, and so I take my 2-year-old Fox to the dance party after we eat, and he's like, "Oh fuck, yes, this is what I was born to do. I was born to dance."
He said that.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, he didn't say any of
Oh,
that.
man.
That's just what he said with his eyes and his
Yeah.
body. Yeah.
I get it.
Because he just started like jumping around and just like shaking his little butt all over the place. And it was like a very Radio Disney situation with the music. It was like, I don't know, like Maroon 5 or whatever, and like Black Eyed Peas.
They just played This Love Has. They played it on a
No,
loop.
but like, what's one of their songs that has like a crappy beat to it? Not,
I know. Yeah, Radio Disney, Ghostface Killer. I got it, man. Wu-Tang shit.
ODB.
I got it. Ghetto Boys.
Yeah, that's when I think Maroon 5, the first association I have is Ghostface Killer. It's like the next thing.
Wallaby Champ.
But yeah, so it's like, and then every 5 songs is some sort of song that like this. The DJ, I forgot to tell you, is dressed as a pirate. Obviously.
I know exactly. He's pirating. He was pirating music.
He was using Napster.
Not even like a Lego pirate, just like a Party City pirate.
Wait, a Party City pirate?
Like a pirate costume.
ass
What flag did
pirate.
they fly?
Looks like it's from
He just bought a fucking pirate costume.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
I was thinking like legit pirates.
No.
Captain Phillips.
Yeah.
Is that the thing?
And but yeah,
I
like
am the captain now.
every 5 songs, the like pirate would come and lead them in a dance, like a choreographed dance, like the cha-cha slide, for instance.
No, he did
boo.
not. No, he did not. He led those kids in the cha-cha slide. I would if you have video of that, I will pay you all the money I have in the world.
I do
If you have a
have
kid
video
that-
of it on my phone.
Who
That's
needs to be
crazy.
led in the cha-cha slide? It literally is only instructions. It might as well be the hokey pokey.
Well,
That's crazy.
My kid is not successful at the cha-cha. He's just like spinning around in the
Good.
middle of the rest of the children.
I don't like songs with instructions. Just dance how you want to dance, kid.
That's yeah.
Full disclosure: the cha-cha slide killed both of Jeremy's parents, so that's why he's a little bit.
Yeah. And then halfway through the song, it said, "Do it again." Start it over. That's a 9-minute song, but it's really a 4.5-minute song with the word "do it again" in between.
Just let them die.
So Fox
Reverse,
that is
reverse.
true.
Let them die. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. But yeah, so he was super happy and he was just going for it. And I kept being like, okay, are you tired? Let's go. And he's like, fuck no, Mom, you suck. I'm going to dance.
That's his eyes saying that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanna
And yeah, and at like 9 p.m.
He went to the dance club and came back out talking like a fucking skater kid in high
Yeah.
school.
Yeah. Oh, and there's this other family that was that had like a 5-year-old, and they thought he was really cute, and they kept being like, "Oh, look at you, go!" And I was like, "Not as cute as my child."
I get it.
They were
totally
they
get
were
it. I
they were
totally
kind
get
of trashy.
Yeah.
They were, yeah.
Get
They
your
were the
butt ugly
trashy
kid.
family.
I'm gonna think the rest of this story the whole time you're just looking at kids going, not as cute as my kids. Trash.
Get your piece of trash kid out of here now.
fucking trash kid out
Yeah,
of here.
that's right. But we had to like carry him out of the club.
Wow, was he like kicking?
Like,
I thought this was America. I thought this was America.
it's like after 9 p.m. We're like, you are done. It was like right after Watch Me Whip. We were like, it's over.
Was he
buddy.
like, let's go to Waffle House?
Yes, yes.
Come on, stop being a punk. Let's go to Waffle House.
I want to go to Uncle Bill's.
Did your sister say anything about me? She asked about me, right? Go ahead, I'm sorry.
And then, the next day at Legoland, we did like the Legoland stuff. They have some rides. They have a bunch of stuff from America made out of Legos. Like the White House had like an inauguration, which was better attended than the real inauguration.
I am seething.
Deep cut.
I'm sorry.
And like a lot of Star Wars stuff, which me and my husband were like, cool. Look at this Death Star. It's so big. It's made out of Legos. And our kids were like, whatever. This is boring. Let's go on a ride.
Oh, fuck them!
Yeah.
What?
I know.
Everyone's tired of seeing more Death Stars, okay? This next movie is another fucking Death Star. I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
It's actually 5
They've
Death
done it
Stars.
3 times already. I don't need to see a Lego version 2.
Full disclosure, the Death Star killed both of Jeremy's parents. So,
I'm
go
so
easy on
sorry.
them, please.
And
R.I.P.
then when we got the kids to bed and everything that night, one of the babies spiked a fever and started crying.
I thought you were going to say you spiked the punch.
Yep.
Let's turn this party into a party.
This baby was a party animal.
Lit.
But he got a fever and he was just like crying all the time. And so the 4 adults are like trying to figure out. There's like a 2-month-old baby who's sick, which is super scary. Like really little babies being sick is like super intense. And we're just like, we don't know what to do.
Older kids get sick, you're like, I'm getting tired of you anyway.
Absolutely.
You take your temperature.
Yes. Just like look at the iPad and leave me alone. I don't understand. But so we were just like rocking this baby and trying to get him to calm down. She's like walking him through the halls. She eventually, she called like her doctor's exchange or whatever and got him some Tylenol. And when she went to the drugstore, that she came back in and they said they had this like nurse at the resort who's on duty. So we were gonna go see him. So I went with her when she got called down to the lobby to see the like emergency nurse at Legoland.
Was he a pirate?
No. Oh, missed opportunity.
So
that would have
close.
been so good.
So close.
He was dressed as a Lego
They
doctor.
pull out a fucking Lego stethoscope and then
Yeah.
they're like, I just couldn't have a real stethoscope too.
Just
but
give that
You're
baby
really
some
amused
love.
by this, right? Grieving parent? Not grieving. Stressed out parent?
A way to walk that back, Jeremy. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm not assuming the kid's dead yet.
Yet.
So it's time to go downstairs to see the nurse. So we get on the elevator with this screaming 2-month-old baby, and the doors close, and a disco ball comes down.
Oh, no.
This place staying alive, like super loud.
It's
So
the
they-
fucking Rainforest Cafe of elevators.
Oh, man.
It was kind of words of encouragement, wasn't it? Because that baby was sick. It's like, staying alive. Get it? Ah.
But he
You know the
was
song, right?
fine. He was just teething, so it was okay.
Oh, he didn't spike a fever.
He
I'm
did
using
have
your
a fever.
lingo.
He did have a fever, but he wasn't. He like just was teething. That was the situation. So it was
Wait, he
okay.
wasn't sick. He was just teething? What an
Teething-
asshole.
I know.
Ah.
Yes.
TV does a lot of stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was the most surreal part of my 2017.
Hey, right on.
Elizabeth Byrd, everybody!
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, wait, before we start this next story, actually, when she mentioned that White House, I actually have a story from 2017, really quick. I don't know if, all right, so my father died earlier this year, right? And he was in the military, and everybody in the military gets a letter signed by the president. And we got that letter in, and I walked in, and my mom said, hey, we got a note or a letter from the president. His signature is upstairs on my bed. Go take a look at it. And I look at it, and the signature on the bottom looked like it was signed by an insane person. Basically, Donald Trump signed my dad's military certificate, and I had never been that mad in my entire fucking life. So my plan was to Photoshop it, copy it, and then send it to Obama and ask him to sign it. Now, I know that sounded uplifting, but if you do know me, you know I'm incredibly lazy, and I have not done that yet. So
I bet he would do it.
I am. I'm going to walk it up to
him.
him.
Tweet at him, I bet he'd do it.
I'm a brother. You know what I'm saying? You're like,
could
yo,
do it.
chill.
He has to.
But on the other hand, he might be like, this guy's been dead for, this guy's
I
dead for almost a
was
year.
gonna say, this dude's been dead for 12 months. Get this shit out of my fucking face. I need some hot news. That's what I would have said if I was president. And that's
I
why I'm
need
the
some
president.
hot news.
I need some hot news. This is 12 months old.
Excuse me, I need some hot news.
I don't know. Have you ever seen Donald Trump's signature?
Maybe
It looks
No,
like somebody who
I'm-
doesn't know how to write. It's
I'm
just
sure.
this.
they just know a
And
D
that's
and
all
a
it
T.
is. Huh?
Like, was there at least a D and a T?
No, there's nothing. You can't tell anything. It looks like a heart monitor. That's all it looks like. If it was if your heart was an idiot, That's what it looked
It's
like.
like once a month they set down a bunch of these in front of him, and he goes, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about soldiers. And then he just scribbles across the whole
Imagine
thing.
how hot my daughter is. That's what it looked like. If you were like, what are you getting mad at me for? He is.
I'm not mad at you. I'm
Not
mad
you.
at the fucking world.
The audience, the people can't see.
As if she's not an adult. What? Like, who cares?
I know
What?
she is over 21. Is that legal?
No, we're on your side, dude.
In Alabama,
we
it
fucking
is.
hate him.
I was so mad.
We
All right,
hate
go
all.
ahead.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys ready for your next storyteller? Telling a story called Probing the Internal Fake News Network. Let's get over Stephen Martin.
Whoa!
Hey,
Hi, everybody.
what's up, man?
Not much. I have not had a C-section, but I was born
Get the
on.
fuck out of here, then. Jesus Christ.
But
It's
I was
too-
born on St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
Kind of a connection.
Everybody's connected. We're all fucking.
Yeah.
Every show ends up having a secret theme, and this theme is someone being born is involved, whether it's the storyteller was born once
Yeah.
or a baby is in the story.
So, no babies. But I was an adorable young kid, and I was raised Catholic. So being an adorable young boy raised Catholic, that just is setting you up to be fucked up in the head pretty much, okay? In my opinion, for me.
I turned out all right. I don't know.
I
I'm
don't
also.
know. I grew up Catholic, and I was pretty hot.
Yeah, I turned out all right. I'm fine.
And here we are, you know?
Well, long story short, I'm also very highly intelligent. I feel.
Once again, I turned out all
Wow.
right. I don't know.
So
I also got a fucking 88-inch vert, so holla at your boy.
I also got a 23 on my ACT.
Ran a 4.340, motherfucker, okay?
I once shot a man just to
Problems.
watch him die. So
I don't even know these numbers you're talking of, but I'm too intelligent for that, truthfully. But no,
You've
anyway,
never watched the NFL Combine before.
oh, this is gonna be
Which
fun.
means you're better
Go
than
ahead.
me.
Okay.
So anyhow, because of my super high intelligence, I actually quit believing in God before I quit believing in Santa Claus. And it was from watching Planet of the Apes, okay?
Of course, I was the same way.
I mean, they were
Well,
worship-
one gives you real presents. The other one, like, gives you luck or something. I don't know.
Yeah, see, exactly. So anyway, I think things out way too much. It's a huge issue for me when I try to do improv because I'll try to explain everything about a rocket ship instead of whatever's going on.
Yeah, I'm the same way when I try to buy a TV. So I get it. I get it. I'm just
Go
smart.
over every detail.
Yeah, exactly.
How many
Yeah.
gigs of RAM does this TV have?
No, the problem with it.
I asked that. I was like, how many gigs in this TV? They kicked me out of Sam's Club.
See, the problem with my details though are that most people wouldn't look at it and think, "Oh yeah, that's the way it happened." I like create this whole idea of a story, and it becomes so real to me that I act upon that. So let's fast forward to 2017, since
Please,
that's our goal.
that's the story. That's the theme of the show.
Yes, for sure.
You're the president of the Atheist Club, and you still believe in Santa Claus. Is that what's happening? 2017?
Sort of.
Case closed.
But no, I have learned over the years that believing everything your mind tells you gets you into trouble. So I've worked really hard at like actually taking my crazy detailed thoughts that are absolute bullshit and breaking them down so I can figure out what the truth is, right? So I've been priding myself on that because I've gotten a lot better over the years and stuff. Well, this year, and the reason I call it my internal news network, my fake news network is Steven N. I mean, I seriously will create.
Wait, what's the name of your fake news network?
Steve N. Steven's News Network, basically. And
No, that's just
I know, wait.
Steven. That's Steven's
That's
news.
Steven's in.
And it's
Or
fake
Steven's
That's Steven's
network.
Keep.
It's totally fake news, though, most times. I mean, and that's
should
why
hope so.
I've worked on breaking it down.
Okay, all
so
right.
now we're going to throw Facebook in the mix, all right? A lot of people don't necessarily create their own bullshit, but they love to believe whatever gets thrown up with the meme and a little person and whatever.
I know I do. Right?
All right,
That
good
boy
job.
is literally
Yeah.
my anthem.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He has directed me and told me to do a lot of fucked up shit.
Worst meme.
So
The worst meme is Dead Boy, and the best meme is "Hello, yes, my name is Dog." This is canon.
Hey, Mark.
So I had a friend who actually created, I guess it wasn't a meme. She just put a photo up of jet streams or whatever. The chemtrails is what she called it. Well, I had already like watched many other things, like a lady freaking out about her sprinkler having a rainbow, and this is all science. It's like refracted light and condensation and jet fuel in the air and whatever. So I thought she was joking. She's this hippie lady, like total witchy, just very cool, very awesome, and we had bonded, and I loved her. Well, I joke and I said...
She just sold you drugs, right?
No.
That's how y'all got real close.
I don't know if she does
I mean,
drugs.
she was a great person who also happened to sell me drugs.
No. If she sold drugs, if she had anything to do with drugs, I'm pretty sure she would not believe the chemtrails and stuff. So basically, I joked about...
I don't think you know what drugs do.
Liam, I've been around a lot of drugs. Chemtrails is the least of the things they believe. Oh, wow, my face is on fire. No, it's not.
So she didn't have a face on fire, but she did really believe that we have mind-controlling things and, whatever from chemtrails. And I had made a joke, and she got really mad, got her feelings hurt, and we had this big old, discussion. I finally said, look, I'm your friend. I wouldn't be making fun of you. I thought it was a joke.
Also, you're going to keep just selling me drugs, right? I mean...
So you explained to her, I am not making fun of you. I just thought that your belief was a thing that you don't really believe because it is laughably, hilariously dumb.
That is almost exactly it. Because
Hey!
I did basically
I didn't mean
say,
to insult you. Just this thing that you think is real is hilarious that you think that.
Is so fucking stupid.
Exactly. Well, I said it like that kind of only actually said, hey, people have different beliefs, and
Yeah, you tried to make yourself
People have different
sound like
beliefs.
a
I tried to make it
person.
better.
And
but I
some of
still
them are hilariously stupid.
I did not back down from the fact that I think it's a crock of shit. I just couldn't because it's pretty much a crock of shit. But anyway, I also worked with dementia patients and Alzheimer patients, and I learned how to validate reality, which is basically they believe their mom and dad who have been dead for decades are coming to dinner that night. Use that as a way to get them to take a shower. So, it makes
Man, I
your
heard
parents are
there's
coming.
role-playing, then there's role-playing.
No, this is totally helpful to them.
Hey, your hot parents are coming over there. You better hurry up and take a bath, right?
This is fake news that is good because imagine being told your parents die like 3 or 4 are dead 3 or 4 times a day.
I am.
I finally realized there's nothing I'm gonna do to make the situation any better. So I decided she's as crazy as any dementia patient, and I'm gonna validate your reality.
I'm gonna kill her parents. I'm gonna kill her fucking parents.
And then I'm going to take a shower with her.
And look at the rainbow in the stream. Is that what we're saying?
That'll get her off chemtrails.
No. So what I did instead is I was like,
Your
fuck it.
parents are the airplane. And the chemtrails are just for human farts.
I validated her reality in a different way by creating my own little twist to it, including things like actually Monsanto is trying to make it easier to do GMO foods by seeding clouds with GMO whatever stuff.
Real
into the
Monsanto would
thing.
charge a lot of money for that.
Listen, if you
They
want
don't
her
give
to
that
stop
shit out
talking,
for free.
if you want her to stop talking about chemtrails, just say, "Have you seen Rick and Morty?" and she'll leave.
I wish that would work, but no, she is fully dug into the deep bullshit of the chemtrails and many other things.
Well,
But,
somebody, sometimes
Did you fuck her? Like,
No. I mean,
okay,
it's,
I'm just wondering.
Did
It's
you
totally-
want to fuck her? 'Cause either one's an explanation for this.
No, I definitely. I only like to fuck guys, so she was out.
Okay,
Definitely
But
she's
out.
did you
out
still
from
want
the
to buy
beginning.
drugs with her?
No, yeah, if she would
You
sell
still
them.
plugged a roll with her, though.
But have you ever thought about everybody needs something to hold on to? You know, right? It may be chemtrails. You know what I mean? It may be
You
R.
have
Kelly,
to have a belief, is what
right?
you're saying.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
need something to get you through the fucking day. And her, I look up in the sky and TWA is trying to kill me. That's how I.
You know, hey, it's,
And I just
it's-
happen to mention the oldest airline. Pan Am is trying to murder me. You know? And then she gets up, she has a cup of fucking coffee,
Kenny
probably rubs one out, and goes about her fucking day. There are people who fucking cut healthcare out from people. Let's stop them.
What would be the fun in all of that, though?
Kenny only knows brands that
I know.
sponsored the Rams when they were here.
I didn't know any other old airlines.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you that I am nervous anytime she lives out of state, so she comes to visit the friend that I met her through often.
Does she take a plane or a car?
I think she usually takes the car, and I don't know if
I was
that's
gonna
why.
say, fucking hypocrite.
But have you ever found yourself getting nervous just because you start seeing jet stream or whatever those in the sky because you're with somebody who's gonna probably start talking about it at length?
No, I avoid those people.
I don't.
You just smack her with a
It's-
chair so
it's-
she doesn't see it.
It's really fucking easy to avoid those people because if someone starts talking about it, you walk away and never talk to them again.
Right.
Oh no! All you really have to do, it actually can be fun because
I don't like fun, so
hey,
I just
everybody
leave.
duck, and then they're out of your face. They're hiding from the chemtrail. It works.
I think the easiest way is just to turn around and walk away and never come back.
I don't want to be occasional friends with someone that hides from chemtrails.
Well, you should meet a lot of my friends because
It's
it's
like-
probably the least of my worries, truthfully.
It's like when someone says, "Oh, he's real friendly when he's not drunk." It's like I don't want to fucking deal with that. Someone saying, "Oh, they're not crazy except when they see airplanes above them." I'm like, I don't want to chance that.
True.
Fair enough, and I should probably take that advice, truthfully.
Yes. I think we're giving good advice here.
We're
Yeah.
really digging deep.
Yeah, I'm here for the therapy.
Now,
That
are
was,
you still-
that was accidentally real advice.
Are you still friends with this person?
I am. We mostly talk on Facebook, and again,
Oh, then
those
that's
events.
not really
but-
talking.
Well, I mean, it's only because she lives far away, but when she comes to town, I do go and hang out with the group of people. And it's kind of funny because her whole group of friends can tease her about the chemtrails, but if I even look down when she's looking up at him, I'm in trouble.
Wait, are you her close because she likes you? That's what it is, huh? It's like when you would hit a person in school
Yeah, I mean,
because you like them, but you also like to fight.
exactly. And natural. I mean, just look at me. It makes sense, right?
Right.
She's just she's so attracted to my differentness and the conflict of it all. Just,
What you need to do is the next time you all meet, you run up and you shank her, right? And you become the king. You become the leader of the group.
and I can take her drugs.
And you can take her fucking
move
drugs.
into the light.
And then you just leave that shank in her, and she pulls it out, and it says chemtrails. And she's like, "This is what I should be worried about. This is the real chemtrails." Getting stabbed by a friend from Facebook.
I'm gonna try that.
Don't. You'll go to prison.
I know you will
I'm not gonna try it then.
do everything we said except that.
So
what else
was
did
the
we
TV
say to do?
He said something about TV gigabytes or something.
Don't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about that. That was.
That was the greatest joke this
We were-
podcast has ever seen.
We were doing a bit. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
We were doing a hot bit.
Zip zap zap. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. How
And
many
chemtrails.
things?
We were playing freeze tag.
There you go.
Wait, are you guys shitting on improv?
No.
No.
I'm making all the references to improv that I know, which
Yeah,
is
yeah,
two.
yeah.
So wait, look, can we
Zip
guess?
zap
can-
zop and
Hold
freeze
on.
tag.
Okay, so I feel like you.
Can we guess what state this woman is from?
Ooh,
Yes.
fun game.
Go ahead and guess.
first.
I'm going to say Colorado.
I'm gonna say it's
Everybody has to guess before you shake your fucking head.
That was just a.
Utah and
Come
West
on.
Virginia
That
are
was a
too
reflex
obvious.
Okay.
thing.
I'm gonna go with Pennsylvania. I don't know why.
I'm gonna go with Kansas.
Wait, he said Pennsylvania and his face lit up.
Yeah, because it's fucking Pennsylvania.
Oh fuck! I'm really good, or
Really
that was
crazy.
based on nothing.
Make sure you visit Jeremy's chemtrail blog.
My
It's,
my line
fascinating
of
stuff.
reasoning was literally Utah or West Virginia. That's too easy. And then I said a different state.
Good job.
I was able to eliminate Missouri because she's from out of state.
Now, another thing.
Yeah, well.
Is
okay.
chemtrails or are chemtrails her only thing? Are there other things that she's like, don't wear shoes after 6 p.m.? You know?
I mean, there's a whole lot of. I've heard something about like the Clintons and a bunch of other high political.
well, that's true. Am I right? Come on, guys.
And, like ordering hot dogs and meaning little boys or something like that.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Oh God, it goes in.
So
You guys are
Pizzagate.
right,
Wait,
I
hold on. Pizzagate, but she thinks they sell hot dogs.
Yeah, that hot dogs meant something.
So she
everything
didn't
means
finish
something.
the article, is what you're trying to say.
She's
She's a
a
victim of clickbait.
she's a not quite Pizzagator.
she does believe everything that you shouldn't believe that's on Facebook, truthfully.
Which
That's
is everything, pretty
Yeah.
You guys are right. I
Is
should
she
really
anti-Semitic?
avoid her. No, she's accepting of all people as long
So
as they
she doesn't
in-
believe some of the things you shouldn't believe on Facebook.
So wait, if she owned a bakery and a chemtrail walked in, would she bake a cake for that chemtrail?
I don't think so. No.
Ah, that fucking bitch!
And unfortunately, the Supreme Court supports that decision these days. Fuck. It's a very sad joke. Sorry, guys.
It's terrifying.
It's awful.
Well, that was awkward. Anyway, listen. So is she coming back to town by any chance?
She will be for the holidays, actually.
Because what I would like to do, for the holidays, we should do a conspiracy theory theme, and we should have her on it.
Oh, that'd be great.
That'd be dope.
Or it could end up in murder.
Well, you know what? I've lived a good life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm probably the oldest
Wait,
person.
hold on. If she is a person that murders people and you didn't mention that yet,
Well, I would think if you're gonna believe in chemtrails and some of the level of things she believes in, and then she was ready to ditch me as a friend just because I was teasing about it.
and yet you still hang out with her. You're like, people that believe these things might murder people, but she's not that bad. What?
Well, I mean, hey, people watched American Idol till it was over. So.
I'm just gonna say none of them murdered anyone, but a lot of like
I
tens of millions of people watched that show. At least a dozen murdered someone.
If she tried to murder me, I'm pretty safe. I know Jim Cotta. So.
There you go.
I didn't know if anybody would get that reference. It's a movie from 1982.
I did.
So, I already dropped Trans World Airlines on you. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Hey, Stephen Martin, everybody!
Hey! Holla at your boy.
You guys ready for your last storyteller of the night? Telling a story called Living Donor. Let's get it for Una McGarry.
Great dress.
Thanks. I dressed up for this podcast, you know.
It's great.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Audience members can see you.
Kenny's wearing his nice hat. He's wearing his fun hat.
Are you not having fun?
So my story is a little bit of a PSA.
Kind of like the last guy.
A Prime Sports advertisement.
Public service announcement.
Oh, R. Kelly.
This is
Yeah, stay away from that guy.
This is kind of the stuff you're not gonna find this stuff on the internet, so that's why
I think you will.
You give me a couple weeks to get around to publishing this. You will find it on the internet.
Have you not been on the internet?
I can promise you won't find this on the internet because
Well, this is
I've
literally
looked.
a podcast. That's where it is found, is on the internet.
You will, in
Fucking try me.
however, yeah, you are right now, guys. I don't know how when podcasts come out or whatever.
Are you going to be like, this, you
They come
specifically
out in 10
can't
years.
find this on iTunes or Stitcher? I'll be like, no, we set it up to do both of those things.
So this is.
You say Spotify, I'll be like, okay, I haven't gotten around to that one yet.
This is my.
I saw
story.
two people have sex in shark costumes. I'm pretty sure this has been on the internet. So, give it all you got.
This is.
I once shit in someone's hand.
I saw.
Wait, how was that online? You shit on someone's hand on the internet?
I'm just being
You
I
sent
saw-
someone an emoji.
I saw a woman fart on a cake. So, touche. That's not what you're supposed to say. Okay.
I'm gonna have to write these things down for later.
Don't write them down. I regret watching them.
I'm sorry.
They've all
Una,
been
go
recorded. And we're
I
going
mean,
to
I
put it on the
bookmarked
internet.
them, but I still regret watching them. Go ahead.
It's like when people are like, "Oh, don't Google scat," you know, and then you of course you do, and you're like,
What?
"It's a big deal, guys."
Scat, as in like animal poop?
All right, everybody, hop on your phone. Let's go. All right, go ahead, Una. Let's hear
So
this non-internet
this is
story.
this is about my journey to become a living donor. So what that means is donating organ while you're still alive, and I.
I apologize.
Dude, what is wrong with you?
Get it out, because I'm going to be saying organ a lot, Kenny, okay?
That's the one thing I have not found on the internet. Go ahead.
So it's a process that it's like very difficult. Before I went into it, I tried to research it as much as I could. And
But it's not on the internet, so you couldn't research it.
Couldn't fucking find it. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign that these living donors, I don't know what has happened to them. That they're not on the internet anyway, so...
It's because they...
Implication being, are they dead?
Yeah.
Well, wait. Oh, keep going. This is great. I can't wait to see the end. I hope there's a ghost.
So you have to there's a lot of work to give away a part of your body.
That's crazy because the only thing you really have to do if you die is just sign a card.
Yeah. You think it'd be really
card
easy.
before you're dead.
Also, you'd think that the surgeon would do all the work.
Yeah. No. They don't do all
You
the
got to
work.
cut it out yourself?
They're just like the day of. They clock in, they clock out. Yeah, you have to do a lot of work. You have to do...
They're like, so you're here to donate a kidney. Well, cut it out yourself.
Well, it is kind of suspect. You know what I mean? It's like, why are you trying to get your organs, you know?
Yeah, I had to sign something that was like saying that I wasn't being financially reimbursed. and the organ was a kidney, so that like I wasn't getting any like financial windfall, and apparently it's like the IRS like tracks your
kidney.
Bank account. I assumed she was gonna say bank account.
Where did that kidney go?
Do they put like a QR code?
Got a little barcode on it, you know.
And then it comes up on Snapchat. It's just
the kidney's got an RFID tag on it.
Hurry up! I gotta get this thing on Amazon by 5 p.m.
Because that's a thing that there's actually like you can go. Our neighbor actually needed a kidney transplant, and he went to China, and paid $10,000 for a kidney. That's like a business over there. Don't ask him where the kidney came from because he has no
another
idea.
human being. I got it right.
Like,
hey,
that urban like
I'm a
urban
detective.
story about like the person wakes up in the bath. You know that probably happens in
Well,
China.
that's a great listen. You gave that person a great story. You know, if you steal somebody's organ.
Yeah. So
what's his opener on a first date? You know, I work for Boeing. I got my kidney stolen. That's second date material.
But if they're gonna take one, why wouldn't they take two? You know?
Huh? Well, you don't want to be greedy. You know what I mean?
You don't want to be the guy that's known as always talking about how your kidney got stolen. That's your only story. It's a great story. It can't be your only story.
Sir, what can I get you today? Well, the one time my kidney got stolen. Okay, just give us your order.
I'm part of the Organ Whisper Network.
I'm like that person now about giving my kidney. So you have to get tested a lot. You have to go and get blood tested to see if you're even going to be a match
If you have blood,
for anybody.
They're gonna make sure there's blood in there. Yes.
Are you a vampire? Okay, go ahead.
Then like the second time, they're like, oh, you're a match. Okay, we're going to take some more blood. I'm like, why couldn't you just do that the first time? And they're like, well, we don't want to take too much blood in case you're not a match. And I'm like, well, you're taking it anyway. So
listen,
Yeah,
we're not drinking
wait,
it.
you're saying why don't you just take extra blood and hold on to it just in case?
Yep.
You know that involves storage.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
want
I
them
do.
to do it in one fell swoop.
Just hook
Just take
me
a
up,
bunch
make
of
me
blood
drive.
for the rest of my life.
Yeah. So the second time I had to give blood like 2 or 3 times, but once I got okayed that I for the surgery, got like surgically cleared, I had to go and get like a chest X-ray, and like they had to check, like take pictures.
You make
of,
it seem like they're going, like putting you through a lot of things to take an organ out of your body.
Yes,
You
they
know,
did.
I think that those are pretty good precautions. You know,
They checked.
And it's like, oh, so
Okay.
annoying.
but like there's disadvantages, you know.
and then anesthesia. Like Jesus Christ.
Because if they don't take precautions,
I'm gonna get to that. Don't ruin my story.
What is
Kenny,
this, a
okay?
wedding?
if they don't take precautions and they put like an organ in that doesn't work, it's like, whoops, she was uncomfortable with taking 3 blood draws.
Well,
Listen, I just wanted to wake up in a bathtub full of ice. Can we get this process going already?
I wanted to get it. I wanted to get it like over and done with because I had an improv retreat that I was.
See, this is suspect. This is what we're talking about. You are trying. You do have $10,000 on the line. I mean, it's not like you're getting your hair and nails done before you have a baby. You know, nothing crazy like that. But you're giving an organ, and you're like, can we get this
I
done?
need this
I have an
timeline,
improv
this
retreat.
You're like,
timeline,
I
yeah.
can't wait to incorporate this scar's presence into all my improv scenes.
As people who have obviously never been to an improv retreat, you
It costs a
don't
lot
get
of
it,
money, and
obviously.
you were selling your organs to do it. I know improv. I'm pretty intimate. I have intimate knowledge.
An improv retreat is what happens when someone pays to see an improv show and then realizes they didn't know what improv was.
Boo.
That was Jeremy Hellwig.
I like
H-E-L-L-W-I-G
I'm gonna tell you
that
what
said
an
that.
improv retreat really is. It's a
I like
magical
improv,
place
but some
where
people don't.
everybody supports everything you do, including donating organs.
I know, it's like T-ball.
Full
You know?
disclosure, Jeremy lost both of his parents to an improv retreat.
Hey, rule of 3. Give it up. There we go.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing.
We had to hit it one more time.
So there's like things that are, there's downfalls to being like extremely healthy and donating an organ.
Who has ever said that?
Several people
does.
said
That's
that.
like, oh, I'm extremely
Several people
healthy.
were like, oh, well, you're.
You know how you wake up sometimes bleeding out of your ass? Well, there is. There's an alternative to that that's not that good.
So I'm pretty skinny and very healthy, but I don't have a lot of fat on my body. So except up top, you know what I'm saying? Ayo. So what?
I like how quickly you transitioned into ew.
Oh, I thought you said Ayo. I'm sorry.
Ayo, I did say ayo.
Oh, I thought you said ew, and I was just confused.
No, I'm
Ayo.
proud of
Ayo.
him. So being skinny, I don't have a lot of fat. So if I'm somewhere cold and trying to give blood, the blood doesn't come out if you're cold. If your body's like super
Also, if
cold.
you're a zombie, so
I'm a vampire.
you
so
haven't
blood's not coming
proven yet. that
Also,
you-
the doctor can't come in to do the blood draw if you don't welcome them into the room.
Ah!
The opposite of vampire, I'm realizing now.
Another downside is when they check to make sure that you have 2 kidneys, because there are people who are
Just
born.
in case.
Wait, people trying to donate their second kidney?
There are people who only are born with 1 kidney. It's a genetic thing.
But do they
can
try
go your
to
whole
donate
life.
that one
Yes,
kidney? They
that
do?
that has happened before, where someone tried to donate a kidney.
This is
and
like
they only
finding
had
out
one.
about Fight Club.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing. So they check your kidneys to make sure you have 2, and to see how big they are, like the volume
Big, juicy,
of them.
meaty, thick, round.
And
Do your kidneys have a lot of girth? That's what we're asking.
I'm a skinny person,
Can
so
it fill me up?
there's an average size of a kidney, but the average is American. So like I'm a skinny person, so my kidneys are smaller.
wait,
You calling
Dora-
Americans fat as fuck?
Yeah, yeah.
She's just saying they got some girthy kidneys.
They do.
Even our kidneys are obese.
It's a downside, because they were like, oh, we have to make sure your kidneys are big enough, and I was like having self-esteem issues about like whether my kidneys were big enough.
Who knew that a lot of
love it.
donors were size queens?
I love that they like try to make you feel like shit about it, like your kidneys are weak.
You're like,
You're
no,
a
they're not
weak
weak. They're not
woman.
weak. They're just smaller than average.
I'm not gonna lie. On Pornhub, I saw organ reaction videos, which was pretty hot.
To what someone does when they find out they have 2
They just see the
kidneys.
organ and like, oh my god, your organ is so huge.
So I did.
And then I'm
Once
finished.
I got cleared for surgery, I was trying to. They said I could have there's 2 different type of surgeries. One where they can go in through your front, which is laparoscopic, and which is what our local TV anchor Ann Allred had. Which actually I went to high school with her, strangely enough. And
Why is that so
That's
strange?
why you're doing this. You're like, you're a TV anchor and you gave a kidney? Well, I can do one of those.
Or they can do the surgery where they go in through your back, but if they go in through your back, they remove a tiny piece of your rib, and that like freaked me out. To, like,
Oh
have
man,
part
now
of
you
my-
can't go to heaven. Oh, all ribs here.
Turns
Woman.
out that's why Marilyn Manson did that.
Wait a minute. You said they go in through your back. Is there another way they go in?
The first way was to go.
You weren't listening for 3
laparoscopic.
minutes.
It's through your belly button, and the second one is to go through your back. So I was Googling. I was trying to find like pictures or people saying like how big and what it looked like, the scars from each.
And a bunch of other shit came up.
And you're right, a bunch of other shit came up. It came up, all the stuff that came up was for the recipients, not the donors. I couldn't find like people who had surgery. So I just was like, basically there's a coordinator, and I emailed her and I was like, yeah, which scar's going to be, like, what are the sizes? And she's like, well, most women,
She emailed it
Bad
like
as fuck American.
And I was like,
she sent the email. There's a picture of her going like this. Most women.
I think the implication was like that women are more like self-conscious about their looks.
Men don't care about scars. Cut me all up. Why not? Can we have one just a big scar going across my face, so I look like Wolverine?
So I decided to get the laparoscopic. And
you fucking posers. I hate you. Go ahead.
I had this surgery all scheduled, and I was like, okay, great, I'm gonna get this done with. And then it had to be postponed because there was an issue with the recipient, and I was getting stressed out because the time between
the improv retreat.
Please don't say improv retreat and my surgery. Say something else.
The improv retreat was getting like I couldn't be in a car for like a long distance of time because there's potential for DVT, which is like a blood clot. So I was like freaking out that I might not be able to go to the retreat because you have like 2 weeks after you have then you get cleared and you can swim and everything again. And I was like so excited because I was like, oh.
I think you confused this improv retreat with the Boy Scouts.
The YMCA.
It's exactly like that. It's at that type of camp. You go
Keep
to
the
like a summer
Beaumont.
camp.
12.
So I was like super excited. I was like, hey, the surgery guy was like, yeah, okay, so let's get, if it's gonna get pushed
Do you
back.
say surgery guy?
If it's gonna get pushed back, my surgeon was actually a woman from Ireland because my family's Irish, and I felt like she would take care of me better because I was like a fellow country person.
She replaced a kidney with a bottle of Jameson.
So the surgery gets rescheduled, but
Bushmills if she's Protestant.
Oh, yeah.
But unfortunately,
car
it
bomb
gets
in you.
rescheduled to 2 days before my birthday. And has anybody ever spent the night overnight in the hospital before here?
Yes, I have.
So,
Has anybody here lost an organ? Hey, I've not. I have all my organs.
So, but you know how boring
Ladies, hit me up after the show.
being in the hospital is.
It's very boring.
No, I was very high on pain meds
Yeah,
the entire
so-
time.
I was not.
It was like really hard to like get to the bathroom, but like it felt really good.
So I had to be there at like 4 a.m. on the 18th, and then the surgery takes all day, and like I woke up, I remember waking up in the room, and it was like daylight, and they're like, do you want some Dilaudid? And I'm like, fuck yeah, because
Do you want some what?
Dilaudid.
The greatest pain medication.
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
That's ever been
I
created.
didn't have-
It murdered
Amazing.
Michael Jackson.
I didn't have really good health insurance.
Yes. It's amazing. So I was like, if I'm gonna be, I knew I was gonna have to be overnight in the hospital at least 2 nights. So I was like, if I'm gonna be in the hospital,
Why are you so involved in that? It is.
It is
fantastic.
It is
Because opiates rule.
It is. It's great stuff. So if you're gonna be in the hospital, get some Dilaudid.
Or if you can just find some on the
PSA
street,
guy.
go ahead.
That's hard.
So they give me a Dilaudid, pass out. Like I wake up, in the middle of the night.
There's cum in your pants. No, like your cum, not like somebody
Right.
hurt you.
It's not-
You were having so much fun on the Dilaudid that you came.
And then you have to go kill Bill. Right. I tried to ease that last comment as much as I
I
could.
was real
You find a
worried
car
about.
that says, what is it, pussy machine or whatever it is?
Pussy wagon.
I was
Pussy
real
wagon.
worried about this story being revealing for me, but I think it's more revealing for you guys.
It is.
So I wake up, it's the middle of the night, I'm like just staring. I'm just like staring out. It was at Barnes, so I'm just like staring out the window,
I was on the top floor, beautiful view of Forest Park, but I was just like, on drugs. So
I
was
know
just,
that's
like,
the best
staring
time to
outside the
enjoy
window.
Forest Park.
But then I didn't take any pain medication after that because like the anesthesia and like opiates make you constipated. And
What's
after
wrong with that? What you got to do?
Tina
You know what I'm
hates
saying?
pooping, apparently.
Where's that shit got to go? They ain't got
and
a
after
job.
having
You know what I'm saying?
abdominal surgery, they're like super worried about you pooping. Like
You get,
there's
like,
like
full of
someone
poop.
coming in every 2 hours to like make sure that your gut is talking. They like come in and like specifically
What the
like
fuck is going on up there?
they like take a stethoscope specifically like to your like colon and like make sure it's like making noises and like they keep being like
I don't know why
yep,
this is
good.
making me think of Great British Bake Off when they're trying to prove the dough.
It's very similar. And to harken back to some of the earlier stories about giving birth, I think that like I have not given birth, but I feel like that's probably like the feeling of
Nope,
just, like,
not even close.
I don't know. You got enough
Ke-
shit.
Kenny
You gotta
knows
pass
because
enough
he's
shit.
Arnold
It's
Schwarzenegger.
bad.
I looked like I was pregnant. Like I was so bloated and swollen. Like
No.
it was
On your skinny body.
yeah,
That
it was
just-
like not
I
fun.
used to get when I was a kid. I used to be constipated a lot, and I would rarely ever take a
too.
shit.
Yeah.
And I took a shit so bad I had to grab a broom and hold it like this while I took a fucking shit. It was the most painful thing I've ever done in my entire life.
He accidentally swept the whole bathroom while he shit.
But the best part about it is I didn't have to take care of that shit for 18 years after it left. So it was win-win for me.
So they didn't want to discharge me. So it was like the second day, or I guess it was the third day. It was my birthday, and I was like so bored. I hadn't been taking any pain medication. I'd just been taking Tylenol. Like I was walking around, and I had been farting, which they were like super. I've never had like so many people be excited about me farting in my entire life.
I thought you were going to say you've never farted before. It was liberating.
Women fart. And I like texted my brother and I was like, yeah, they're just like making sure like they're like waiting for me to like see like about my bowel movements and like making sure that like I'm farting. And like my brother's like, well, we're farting here in solidarity.
Oh.
I know.
Wait, he's in Ireland too, right?
No, he's in Tennessee at the time.
Oh.
So I get discharged on my birthday, and I basically lived in like palazzo pants, which are kind of nice MC Hammer pants, pretty much.
That's not a thing either. Wait, find me a pair of nice MC Hammer pants.
Are those gaucho pants?
Kind of like gaucho pants, but like they had a drawstring
They're
instead
the
of...
MC Hammer pants you would wear to dinner with your parents.
Yes, exactly. So I lived in those, and I lived in like a hoodie, and like I had so many people being like, "You're a hero!" Like even when I was in the hospital, people would come up and be like, "You're a hero," and I was like, "No, I'm not." Like.
So you just
9/11
ruined their day.
dudes are heroes. I didn't like that talk because I didn't.
You went to
do it.
9/11 dudes.
Give it to the 9/11 dudes. I didn't do it to be a hero.
I did it because I needed $10,000.
Well,
I had
there's,
to
like,
pull
weird,
from my 401k.
if I had known some of the things after having surgery, like after you take out an organ, like the rest of your body's like, what the fuck? And it's gotta make like sense of the space that's left. So the weirdest sensation was my organs like sloshing around in my body. So glad you guys.
They're like, where'd Peter go? Where is he?
Hey,
Where'd Peter go? Where'd he go?
The other kidney left. Party time!
Yeah, I can.
Peter!
The first time I drank was like 2 weeks later at the retreat, and I got
This is when you're
so wasted.
Wow.
This is when your other kidney got its groove back.
Yeah, I got so wasted. But these are things that like you can't find on the internet, like the sensation of organ sloshing.
Really?
So,
That's not up there. Like,
not
hey.
up there. Not
'cause
up
they're-
there.
Seriously.
Seriously. Not,
That's amazing to me.
not out there.
You gonna write a blog and get hella hits?
No,
Not even
I'm
on-
apparently just gonna talk on a podcast about it. So.
Have you
Just
been
link
on
to
You
us.
should write something.
Yeah, well, I told this story at improv shop event, something to a little bit about it, and someone afterwards like came up and they're like, you should write a joke about it, because the person I gave my organ to was my mom, and everybody was like talking about how well my kidney worked in her, and I was like, well, she made it herself, real dumb kind of stuff.
She did make your kidney.
And then you hugged and became one.
What if that was the only reason she had you to harvest your
was
organs?
for the kidney. Yeah.
She's like, well, my kidney's failing. Let's put myself through a pregnancy.
She wouldn't take my kidney for a really long time. That's why I was surgically cleared.
She waited
in,
till it was
December,
good enough.
And the ethics of taking your kid's kidney, but someone's like, you should write a joke about it, and I was like, because I keep saying I didn't do it to be a hero. I did it for entirely selfish reasons, because my mom is a really good mom. She buys me stuff, and
That's
She
the
buy you
first.
that ponytail holder on your wrist.
yeah. So
That's a deep list. She buys me stuff.
So here's the punchline to this story, and also the joke I thought of
The aristocrats. Am I close?
My mom is a really good cook. And you say, how good a cook is she? She's such a good cook, I gave her a kidney. Which is
Wait a minute, wait.
To cook?
Oh, because you wanted her to stay alive forever?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Not to cook the kidney.
I
Gross.
I don't get it.
It's a thinker.
It's an
and
inside joke.
It's true. It's
When you told that story at the improv shop, I thought somebody came up to you and said, "Hey, that's a great story, but you still have a $200 balance." So, whenever you could take care of that, that'd be great. Also, don't die.
Yeah, guys, I gave someone the gift of life, though. That's also kind of related to being a mom, right? And it's about
Hey,
my
it's
mom,
a
so-
theme.
Before we finish, I do want to be real and say that I would like to take the opportunity, you don't have to be as awesome as I am and donate a kidney while you're living. But
She's not a hero.
I'm totally serious that St. Louis, we're in a country where you have to opt in to donate organs, as opposed to a lot of countries where you opt out. So I would consider maybe, even if you are an organ donor on your driver's license, that's really easy. Next time you get a driver's license, to say I'd like to be an organ donor. You can save literally hundreds of people's lives. And talk to your families about it, even if you have done that, because they may not know when the time comes. I think it's something really important. So that was the whole reason that I thought I'd tell this story tonight. It's an opportunity to talk about this stuff. So make fun of that.
Hey, listen, and we kind of knew Una was telling this story, so there's a bucket back in the back. So if you want to donate an organ, just put one in there before you leave. And we'll make sure it gets to a needy family
A
this
needy
Christmas.
family who wants to go to an improv retreat. So
Yeah,
just put
exactly.
everything
There
in
you
there
go.
for
It's-
us. Thank you so much.
It's
Una
the
McGarry,
reason for
everybody.
the season.
Thank you.
Well, that was fucking fascinating.
I learned a lot.
I did learn a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't know organs sloshed. And now that's a thing I have to look up on Pornhub. And I will. So, joke's on you. What else we got? I didn't listen to any story. What else happened? Hey, do you guys want to come over here and tell these stories again so I can just at least get them? No, these were all great. Who here had a good 2017? Do you enjoy it? Who here had a shitty 2017?
They said woo in addition to their clapping. I think it was about even.
Oh, it is about even. So listen, as we all know, this fucking year is almost over. We survived. I just want you to know that probably next year we won't. So, if anybody here is not doing a not drinking for this month, I suggest you drink. Drink on New Year's Eve. Drink until you pass out. Drink alone. Why not? This country will not be here in 2018. I say March. Prove me wrong, America. Prove me wrong.
Oh, that, and then just throw it back to me? Okay.
That's all I got. I actually wrote that down. I practiced that before I came up here.
Hey, thanks for coming out to the show. You guys have been great. You should check out the podcast. This is a podcast. We release it. It depends on how often they do it in Cleveland.
Also, I want to say, in all seriousness, this year has been a really good year for us. We've traveled a lot. We've been taking the show around the country, and we appreciate all of you who've been coming out all year, and pretty much all of you have been coming out since the show started. It really keeps us doing this, and all the people who came out to the Flyover Comedy Fest, ended up being a very good time and
so much fun.
Success. And that was all due to you. So give it up for yourselves, huh? And I seriously mean that.
And then also, because we didn't have a door guy, we've got a donation bucket back there. Like, don't put organs in it.
Put fucking organs in it, you
if you got an organ,
maniacs.
we'll take it, but put it not on the same side as the money. But then also, hey, let's get it one more time for Tina Dybal.
Hey!
Our guest comic. She's been amazing. Do you have any shows? You do have shows coming up.
I do, yes. I have shows. Thank you guys for having me on this, by the way. I had a blast on Sorry, Please Continue. This is wonderful. Shows I have coming up this weekend, which it probably won't be up, but whatever. I have shows Thursday, Friday, Saturday at Helium Comedy Club. I'm opening up for TJ Miller. Come the fuck out. It's going to be lit.
Lit, fam.
Think so. Yeah. I think that's great. That's good. And then I'll be in Russia, so if I go missing, start a hashtag, okay? Thank you so much, everybody.
You were just a container of organs on 2 legs, right?
I'll have to use my hot comedy skills to get out of sex trafficking. I'll be like, guys, what about my voice?
That'll be an asset, though.
Yeah.
That's another PSA.
Yep.
Thanks for coming out. You guys have been great. Have a great night.
Thanks,
and have a great rest of the year.